Yo, what's up guys, and welcome to an Uber showcase. This time we're showcasing Solgaleo. My boy Gary Oak passing his team. I, of course, am pokeaimMD. And yeah, if you guys want to use the team alongside me, a link to it will be down below. But we got CB, Solgaleo, Scarf Xerneas, support Arceus Water. I think it should have a little bit more speed though, just a little bit more speed for Rayquaza and whatnot. So let's just put a little bit more. That should be good. Spadef Groudon, physically defensive Eveltal, and Facade Megamente. I'm pretty sure this is going to be putting in the most work on this team. Maybe Arceus Water. But we have CB Solgaleo, really fun mon to use. I've been testing this and Wild Charge as well, just because everybody and their mom likes to bring in Arceus Water on me. My answer to Arceus Water is currently my own Arceus Water with Toxic and just wearing it down with that. The metagame is weird right now. I got a couple battles beforehand just because Ubers has always been a tier on Showdown that doesn't have the best quality opponents no matter how much you play. I feel like Ubers is where, for example, nothing against my opponent right here, but I feel like Ubers is where you accidentally go when you have him on and you just click Pokebank Ubers. Maybe he has some type of ability that's not released yet, but I'm going to skip past this battle and we'll be right back with the next game. Alright guys, so we are back with another battle, and my opponent's team is actually very scary. Don't underestimate that EV because it has some Z Extreme Evo boost, which can pass plus stats and everything to something. And look at shiny, wow, shiny Lunala looks crazy. My boy looks like he came right out of some vampire movie. Alright, we're going to lead off with Xerneas though because it matches up very well. Hi. Versus my opponent's team. There is no way you take this. There's no way you take it. I don't believe it. I do not believe it. Oh my god, Eevee tanks it. It uses Extreme Evo Boost. Have I lost? Have I lost? Why did Eevee take this? Okay, I'm faster. The world is safe. The world is safe. Thank God. Alright, that was actually scary. But we can go out to Groudon now. I wasn't sure what exactly was going to happen, but thank God I was faster. We'll go out to Groudon on the Sunsteel Strike, even if he wants to Earthquake, that's fine. I just want my rocks up. Break a potential Focus Sash on Darkrai. It also breaks the Lunala's Shadow Shield, and we're definitely going to phase this thing out. I don't want to deal with the next Zygarde, the big Zygarde. I don't care if he 1,000 arrows me, it won't be able to knock me out. We can phase him out, start breaking some sashes and whatnot. Solgaleo comes out. I expect him to go for the Earthquake here if he has it, so I'm just going to go right out into my Eveltal. He could Sunsteel Strike, I guess, if he wants to predict, but he goes right for Psychic. Interesting. I don't mind clicking Foul Play now because it hits everything. Even Darkrai, I don't mind getting off damage on. He actually ends up going on Zygarde, which isn't too bad for me because what I can do is just taunt this thing to prevent it from further setup. If you guys didn't know, Power Construct, Zygarde Complete, is now banned to Ubers, but all I got to do is pretty much tank every hit he can go for, and then just start going for the foul play again and again. He has nothing for it. I mean, the Darkrai is right there, obviously. He didn't transform. My ability. Oh, okay, I was about to say. That boy didn't transform. Because I feel rather safe going out into Xerneas, and I kind of just want to keep clicking Moonblast. My opponent's team is so weak to it. I'll go out to this. I think my Solgaleo is pretty nice because it can deal with Salamence, so pretty much everything that this thing can't deal with, Solgaleo deals with. So Xerneas is going to be putting in the finest of work right now. Solgaleo is going to come out. Once again, Groudon's just my check. If he goes for Sunsteel Strike, that won't be able to knock me out. And all I got to do is fire off a Lava Plume. It hits Lunala, it Salamence, potentially burns it. Even if it's Facade, I don't care. I have Roar, so I don't care about setup. And he's taking Stealth Rock plus Lava Plume damage anyway. Oh my god, it did so much damage. That did so much, even though burn is so little now. And I'll just phase him out. If he wants to attack me Facade or Roost, we're fine, or even Refresh, we're fine. Goes for Dragon Tail though. Let's see if he phases me out into my, oh wow, my Xerneas, beautiful. And what I can do is just kick Moonblast one more time. Xerneas is honestly just taking lives, man. This man is always, it doesn't matter if Lunala and Solgaleo is in the tier. This boy is still a boss. And what I can do is once again just sack my Groudon right here. At this point, I feel pretty comfortable with Xerneas. My own Solgaleo can actually come out and just click Flare Blitz. I don't see a reason not to. It's Choice Band. It's 615 attack. Goodbye. And we get our first kill of the live. Not bad. Game 1. Game 1, we get the first kill of the live. Lunala is going to come out. This could definitely knock me out if it wants to go for Moongeist Beam, but I'll just fire off a Blair Blitz just to put him or weaken him enough for my Moonblast. Though I'm not exactly sure if I knock it out, so I actually go out to my Salamence right here and just proceed to because we Mega Evolve and get the speed. Actually, no, I don't think I'm that fast. I might not be that fast. He might just be able to knock me out right here. I'll just go for Facade. Yeah, as we're able to knock him out, beautiful. And Darkrai can come out if it wants to. And the best play is going hard into... No, it's not going hard into this. If he goes for Sludge Bomb, I'm in a bad position. He should Dark Void here, but if he like subs or goes for Sludge Bomb, trying to pick my Xerneas, I could lose it, and then I could lose the game. So I'm definitely not going to predict that. Look at Salamence's tail ruining the Xerneas and Arceus and the Volatile sprites. Do you guys see that? And unfortunately, he misses the double edge, and that's going to be game. Again, Scarf... Oh, he left. Scarf Xerneas in the back did not care about that. Do you guys see Salamence though messing up that one sprite? That's funny. That's crazy. Why? Like, what are you doing, Salamence? Calm down. I just want to get rid of that black line. But yeah, Solgaleo is really cool in Ubers. Its typing is so solid because it resists Dragon, obviously, and Fairy, and Xerneas being so common in the tier. Even though Xerneas can definitely just spam Moonblast, even with Solgaleo, because it's the same thing as like Primal Groudon. These are Pokemon without recovery. Yes, Solgaleo does have access to Morning Sun, but it has to be running a support set. If it's a support set, then Xerneas is not beating it anyway. But if it's offensive, it's still not taking that much from Moonblast, but it's being chipped by Stealth Rock, by Moonblast, and it's being worn down to the point where Xerneas can just win games. So we got another game. This guy has this guy's Ho with no defog support. I'm assuming he's just banking on everybody else's. I want to lead off with my Solgaleo because if he leads off with Ho, which is actually a pretty decent lead versus me, I can proceed to Stone Edge it and knock it out. He actually ends up leading off with Groudon. I do not want to stay in. I want to kiss. No, thank you. No, thank you. But I'm going to go out to my Arceus Water. We are physically defensive. We could deal with it. I could Toxic him. I could defog away his hazards. Calm down, buddy. I ain't trying to kiss. Moke boy smooth. Mook. But he gets up his rocks. I'm going to defog them immediately. I'm expecting him to either hard switch into Klefki or Thunder Wave me if he has it. There it is, the yellow color. And he misses. Gen 7. And we'll just Toxic right here. He should go Klefki if he wants to. But he lets me Toxic his Groudon, which is perfect. Allows me to wear it down for my Solgaleo. And even though he has resistances, man, resist does not mean live. That's the first Thunder Wave I've dodged in this generation. That's cool. But we can just go for defog again. I don't mind having this speed drop. Actually, I want to fire for Toxic, just in case he swaps out into Ho. But he does opt to Precipice Blades, which means I can just go for Recover. Though that damage is pretty... nice. Nice Justice immediately. I guess it didn't make a difference because I obviously didn't go for the... what's it called? The Recover that turn. But what we're going to do is allow him to weakness because I don't need this Pokemon for anything on his team at all. I guess Ho would be nice, but I don't care. He doesn't even try to go for Stealth Rock as we're able to break down the Groudon with the Poison. Beautiful. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't open up that much of a door for Xerneas because he still has Ho-Oh as well as the Klefki. We're going to Toxic here. I guess he could be sub, but I want him to knock me out with Brave Bird. Alternatively, I could just go for Recover here. We'll Recover just in case he actually ends up doubling. Wow. So he gives me the opportunity to recover, and on top of that, he can't go for... what just happened there? He can't go for the electric attack because I do have Groudon, which I am going to go hard into as he goes right for Earth Power. Very solid play on my opponent's part. Doesn't do enough though, and I can just get on my Stealth Rock. Stealth Rock threaten Ho-Oh. They break the Shadow Shield of Lunala. I really want these up, also breaking potential sashes. Goes hard into Ho-Oh. Very questionable play because Stone Edge could be here, but obviously I don't have it. I'm going to go out to my Salamence because I do have Facade, and if he does opt to go for the Sacred Fire, he'll burn me and then boost my Facade, and then nothing on his team will switch in. Iron Head. Think he... what? Okay, we're going to roost here. I'm not sure. That's interesting. I've never seen Iron Head run a Ho ever. Klefki is going to come out though. Smart on my opponent's part, as it's holding a Black Sludge, so I already know... I'm about to get tricked. Again, the lower Uber's ladder is just crazy, man. If he wants to try and switcheroo, yeah, you can't do it because I am a Primal Groudon, and what all I gotta do is click the Lava Plume. If you want to get up a spike, so be it. I don't mind. I'm just trying to win this late game with Solgaleo, or Solgaleo, or Solgaleo, or Solgaleo. As Scoot said in the cipher, Solgaleo. That man just skipped. Solgaleo be sipping. Like, that man skipped half the letters in his name. But any case, Lava Plume gets a nice burn, beautiful, juicy. I think late game I can just click Stone Edge and win the game, to be honest. So I don't care about any attack. A water attack obviously won't hit me because of my intense sun. Shout out to Primal Groudon being a beast. I wonder if this dude still wants that kiss. No, I don't. Look at that thing's tongue, man. That's dangerous. What's going on? Oh yeah, but maybe a T-Spike will be going up again, which I don't mind. My Arceus is already paralyzed, and I got off a recover somehow, so I can always defog versus Ho-Oh. Though I will not defog because rocks are better for me. Also, the fact that he's Black Sludge, which is funny, wears down his own Xerneas answers. So, hey, make a move, buddy. Yeah, Dark Pulse is probably his best play to hit me. If he had Grass Knot, that would have also been another one. But we break through, no flinch. We can knock out the Greninja, beautiful, while still keeping Groudon alive, so he cannot spam Bolt Strike, and he's just going to forfeit, yeah. I kind of expected that towards at that point of the game. He didn't have a way of busting through my team. Salamence came out. All I had to do was click Double Edge. Klefki probably died after Rocks with its own Black Sludge. Zekrom would take a ton. Ho-Oh died. Nothing on his team really took a hit. Even Lunala would have more likely gone down. But hopefully in the next game we can get the Lion to do some type of work. So I'll just pause it, guys, until we find another battle. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we have another battle. This time it's versus a very cool looking team with Deoxys. I'm going to lead off with Salamence just because I expect him to lead off with Kangaskhan. As leads off with Deoxys itself. God, the monster. It's tough for me to deal with, but I think Solgaleo matches up really well versus this. I could take a Psycho Boost. Yum. That actually did nothing. Like, that actually did nothing. And we'll just click Earthquake here as he goes for knockoff. That's fine. Now he won't be able to 2-hit KO me, and I lose my Choice Band, unfortunately. However, I can knock him out with the Sunsteel Strike as he goes for a double knockoff. Yeah, I already lost my Choice Band. Solgaleo, he did weaken me though, smart on his part, weakening me for his Kangaskhan and whatnot, but I can go out into my Salamence and then use that to pivot out into my Arceus Water. I'm just getting off the Intimidate here. I guess he could Power Up Punch though. Yeah, but I expect a Fake Out. Ice Punch is an option, but I expect him to double as he does go Lunala. Beautiful. And we'll just get off a Toxic here. He's probably just going to exchange Toxics with us. Yeah, expected. While I could easily go out into my Groudon and get up my Rocks, I don't want him double Toxicking, though I really do want Rocks up. I'm going to go Solgaleo just in case he opts to double Toxic as he goes out to Xerneas, and I look like a G. So we'll just Sunsteel Strike here. I'm not sure if he's Scarf or not, or Max Speed, but I look pretty cool here, not going to lie. He lets me hit his Kangaskhan. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's some clean damage. I don't know his Arceus set, so I want to keep Yveltal alive. Solgaleo doesn't do anything else, so I'll just sack it right here as he goes for the Body Slam. That's fine. I think Salamence is the Pokemon that's going to be winning me this game. But we can easily just go out to Salamence and just click Facade. Facade will be able to knock him out as he goes Lugia. Now Lugia does pack Ice Beam as usually its only attacking move. I want to get up Rocks, and I'm actually going to let him poison me, my Groudon. Mainly because with Rocks up and Double Edge at +1, I knock out Xerneas. So I'll let him poison me here while wearing him down. And I just want these Rocks up for this Xerneas. Xerneas is a threat. He could definitely Toxic me. He actually opts to go out to Kangaskhan, surprisingly. Like, why? Why'd you go Kangaskhan? You can Body Slam me twice? He could be Arceus Dark, I suppose. I'm gonna go Xerneas. If he wants to Fake Out, I take any hit after. I expect him to Fake Out first. He should Fake Out first. But he goes right for Earthquake. Either way, solid for me. We can start chipping at his Groudon with our Moonblast. He actually lets me knock out Kangaskhan, which is beautiful. I guess he was fearing the Geomancy set, and Body Slam into Sucker Punch could have knocked me out. But Groudon is going to come out. I can still keep this alive for late game spamming. But I really want to weaken this guy for my... Ooh, he's Rock Polish. I really want to weaken him for my Salamence. So we're going to switch out into our Yveltal because we are Charty Bear and we can take a +2 hit. And we also dodge the Precipice Blades. Obviously, like I said, we're Charty Berry, so his Stone Edge isn't going to be doing crap, even with a crit. And Foul Play is going to do a ton of damage. And all we got to do is knock him out with the Sucker Punch right here. He might try and outplay it. I don't really care. All the tails always messing up the sprites. What's happening? But Groudon does die to rocks at this point, so I'm not worried about it at all. And if he does go Xerneas, which he will more than likely go next after this thing goes down, I go hard out to my Groudon and I click Roar if he sets up. The dude ends up disconnecting though. I'm not sure what his Arceus set is. I could actually Roost here too if I wanted to. But then again, another crit would be a little bit annoying. I wonder if the guy is going to forfeit. SA. What you doing, SA? What are you doing, buddy? Yo, is everybody hyped that Europe just got the game? I'd definitely be hyped for Europe, man. You guys are finally up to date with us, man. Deserved. Should have gotten it right away. Apologize, you know, on behalf of my my country. Alright, I guess nobody's here. Let's get another game. I don't think the guy's coming back. He could come back. If anything, we'll just play 2 games at once. Call me It's Gator. That's something I do on my streams all the time. But yeah, Solgaleo did its job, really. Dealt with Deoxys, thankfully. If he was Life Orb, it would have been easier because I would have just taken 1 hit and then knocked him out without having to take... Not even, actually, Life Orb might have been harder. He might have knocked me out. He did come back, though. But will he make it back in time is the question. He did. Cancel. Nice. Xerneas is going to come out as it should. I can go right to Groudon. We do live a +2 hit. If he wants to Geomancy up, I will phase him out right now. As he does. Surprised, yo, if he was like Geomancy, like Z Geomancy, that would be scary. But +2 Focus Blast we do avoid. We do live it. We do live it, but unfortunate that we dodged, I suppose. And he just forfeits, yeah. So, we did live that. We're 100% Spadef, so we live that unless he crits or something. But a crit is definitely possible. It's Pokemon, but 94% of the time, we do live that hit. So, I'm okay with that. But like I said, guys, I'll just pause it until we find another battle, and we will be right back. Alright, guys, we have another game, and this team looks really cool with Xurkitree. I want to lead off with my Xerneas, just in case he leads off with his Darkrai, as he actually leads off with that Xurkitree. And this gives me the opportunity to go right out to my Groudon and just set up my Stealth Rock. He can't Volt Switch on out of there versus me. Obviously, getting up rocks is really nice for potentially Sash Blaziken, Sash Darkrai, Shadow Shield, Lunala. If he actually Tail Glows, that'd be a cool play. But you don't Tail Glow in front of Xerneas, yeah. I can see him weakening this though for his for a late game. But I definitely eat a +3 energy ball anyway. He should switch out to maybe Darkrai or something like that. Yep. There's Darkrai, nice. So rocks are up. Sashes are broken. I have a Choice Scarf, Sleep, Talk, mono attacking Xerneas. A lot of people always ask, why do you only have 1 move on Xerneas? Well, it's to take on Darkrai and any pretty much Sleep and Ubers. I want to 100% always get Moonblast. It's so spammable, especially with my ability. And having Sleep Talk Moonblast means I will always get that. I will never Sleep Talk a Rest or Sleep Talk anything else. And it just means, like right here, Darkrai is checked indefinitely. So I'm not worried about it at all. Also, his Fairy Resist is the, as it was Focus Sash Darkrai. Okay. That boy is plotting. Don't get the wake. Actually, I can't get the wake. Yeah. Well, I could. That was the first definite. I could have actually woken up there. But thankfully, we did not waken up because this was the immediate turn of sleep right here. So this would have been the first turn wake if I got it. Thankfully, I didn't get a first turn wake. So we're able to deal with Darkrai. Beautiful. And that's why you run 1 move. Alternatively, you could also run Geomancy on this set because you can never sleep talk a Geomancy. But if you get knocked off and you're in a position versus maybe a stall team, you have the opportunity to set up. That's always nice. He did have Geomancy on it, but I just didn't want people asking questions. So I took off Geomancy on the sleep talk set. I'm not going to lie. That's the sole reason why I took it off. But, alright, so now I have the opportunity to get a second and a third turn wake. Because he put me to sleep on a turn I switched in, this is the initial turn of sleep that you cannot wake up at all. And this would be the first turn of sleep. So next turn would be second, and turn after that would be third. But nothing he goes out into threatens Salamence. Basically, if he goes Xerneas, well, I mean, Xerneas is the only Pokemon. But outside of that, nothing threatens Salamence, and I can always go with Veltal on this as well. I need to keep Groudon healthy though. Xurkitree comes out. One more time, Groudon is just always the best play. Groudon just deals with his team so much, dealing with these 3 members right here, even this one as well. So, just fire off another Thunderbolt. I don't mind that. I'll just throw off a Lava Plume now if he wants to go out to Lunala, as he actually ends up forfeiting, unfortunately. That could have been a cool game, you know? Maybe an SD Blaziken, Mega Blaziken in the back could have done something. Maybe it was like SD pass to Solgaleo. That's probably something that I might try in the future. Because imagine pairing SD Speed Boost Pass with a Z Splash and getting +3 attack on that mod. Plus the ability Sunsteel Strike, which goes through multi-scale. So imagine a +3 Solgaleo versus like Lugia or something. I just want to calc that real quick. I'm going to calc that right now. Jake White. Video game calc. Solgaleo. Level 100. I'll make it adamant. Lugia, and the best Lugia, or the most used Lugia that's non-VGC is... what is it, like 120? Something like that. It's probably a little bit less defense or a little bit more defense, but I just want to see what +3 Sunsteel Strike does. At 252. That still needs rocks to kill. That's crazy. Lugia's bulky. We got another game. We're going to skip over this game, guys, and I'll pause until we get another one. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, so we have another game, and this team looking a little bit tough. Definitely tough. I'm going to lead off with Solgaleo. Hey, have fun. I'm lead off with Solgaleo because it matches up decently well versus my opponent's team, especially if he wants to lead off with Arceus. Gengar could definitely be a threat. If he leads off with Ho, I might just Earthquake right off the bat, predicting him to want to go out to Groudon. Like I said, I might just Earthquake. It depends. His team definitely looks threatening. Rocks up. I'm assuming that's going to be a support Arceus, though. We're going to lead off with Solgaleo as it leads off with Ho. Like I said, easily, I'm going to click Earthquake right here. He should expect the Stone Edge. He should definitely expect the Stone Edge. It's way too obvious. And I want to make the play of predicting something. He doubles from Ho-Oh into a Veltal, unfortunately for me. I'm assuming he's physically defensive at Veltal then. So we're going to go... I want to Earthquake again, man. Xerneas is so obvious. I really want to Earthquake again, but that's not the play to make. We're going to go Arceus here. I really want to. I feel like he knows. He should know that Xerneas is so obvious. I'll go to Arceus Water. Which isn't a bad play, I feel, anyway. He disconnects. What? No. Come back. My friend. But basically, I expect him to go for Foul Play here, which is why I'm going Arceus. But I also expect him to double because Xerneas is so obvious. But if he doubles, it would be out into either Ho-Oh or Groudon, which Arceus deals with, which is why I'm going Arceus over doubling out or over going Xerneas. Does that make sense? Does my play make sense? And he has Toxic. That's not good. He should go out into his Gengar right now, so I'm actually going to double out into my Groudon. Because Toxic is so obvious as well, he should see Arceus Water and are expecting to be support. There's the Gengar, beautiful. And I can just fire off a Lava Plume because I expect him to go out into his Veltal and not want to stay in. Another play is also his Arceus Water, which I'm expecting this to be Arceus Water. It should be Arceus Water, just based on his team. And it's Arceus Fairy, which isn't bad. Lava Plume does damage. Got a chance to burn him. I'm going to go for it. I'm definitely going for it. Surprised it's not Arceus Water because he's very, very weak to Kyogre. But then again, he has Gengar to trap it, Groudon to outweather it, and then Zekrom to deal with it. But Lava Plume is still going to be my play. If he wants to recover off, I'm going to try and go for a burn right here. Yeah, as he Toxics, finally. Okay, so he does reveal he does have the Toxic. This is going to be such a tough game to win. Especially because it's Arceus Fairy. I think that my Dragon Dance Salamence just wins, but I need to get a burn on this thing just to wear it down. A Toxic would also work, obviously. But fine, we got the burn. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And I can go right to Solgaleo right here and start claiming some lives. It is time. If he's recovered Toxic, I'm assuming Defog and Judgment. That's probably his set. Unfortunately, my Groudon's on the timer now, but the fact that now I get in my Solgaleo for free, essentially free. And I don't want to go for Sunsteel Strike. I still feel like that's obvious. I want to go for Stone Edge just in case he wants to be crazy and make the Ho-Oh play. He goes Zekrom, which isn't a bad play at all, as we were able to get off some banded damage. And because Groudon's so obvious, I don't want to go directly into that. I'm going to throw off another Stone Edge right here. He could Earth Power. Outrage is also another play, or a double as he drops the Draco. Yeah, I pretty much expected a Dragon move right there. So we are able to almost 2-hit KO him with that. Arceus Fairy should come out now. Or it's either Arceus Fairy or a Veltal. So we're going to be able to go out into our Xerneas on that. And because of our Fairy boost, we're going to be doing a lot to this guy. A ton. And I want to start weakening his Groudon as well. As his Groudon does come out. Nice. So we're able to do some damage right here. Beautiful. 20%. 0. Salamence is looking so good versus him. I can't let it get paralyzed. So we have to go Arceus here. I cannot let Salamence get paralyzed. And there's no way he's not Hex Gengar. Yeah, so we'll go Arceus Water. He has to be Hex Gengar. Why I want Rocks up so badly. There's a Rock Tomb. Okay, that makes sense. I don't think he'll let me Toxic him. So I'm going to double out into my Veltal as he actually opts to stay in and gives me the opportunity to potentially Toxic him. I don't like that, man. I don't like that play at all. I don't agree with that at all. I wouldn't have made that play because his Groudon being Toxic put him on a timer and supported my Salamence play. But I go for the taunt here as it means he can't touch me. And I can just go for Foul Play. If he's Toxic, if he wants to switch, it's fine. If he wants to throw a Foul Play, I want to see how he reacts to this. Yeah, as he goes up to Arceus Fairy, as expected. And what I will do is just go out into my Groudon and set up my rocks. I can definitely see him doubling, though, into Gengar, predicting that. But I'm going Groudon anyway. I don't agree with the play of him getting a Stealth Rock. Just because if I Toxic him, the Groudon was obviously worn down. But I am going... I'm going to try and win with my Salamence here. I'm going to try and win with my Salamence. Doubles out into his Primal Groudon. Yeah, we're going to go right back out into a Veltal. On the Precipice Blades, or Earthquake, excuse me. And what we can do is just fire off Foul Play one last time. If he lets me weaken this, great. Dies to +1. As he goes out into his Arceus Fairy. And now is the play where he goes for Recover, so I can go out to my own Groudon and just set up my rocks, which kill Zekrom, as well as weaken the Groudon. The burn nerf is crazy. He can't knock me out with Judgment at this point, though. So we'll just go for our Stealth Rock right here. He will not knock me out with Judgment, so. Assuming Ho might come out. Gengar is also a decent play on my opponent's part. I need Rocks up, though, just to start threatening him with my... Like, if I Toxic Groudon, basically every single double he made, he would have been taking 6%, and then my Solgaleo would have just been going to town, so I don't agree with that, man. I feel like I'm going to play this game with no Rocks, though, so Ho might be free to live. But if he defogs for him, it's a defog for me as well. Like I said, Judgment will not be able to knock me out, but Poison will be knocking me out with Judgment this turn if he does opt to go for that. The burn nerf is crazy, though. At least we got a good game here, though. If he wants to, he can go out into his Zekrom. It's a potential play my opponent can make, getting in before Rocks, I suppose. But I think if I was him, I'd just go for Judgment or Ice Beam, depending on what Arceus said he's running. I'm surprised, again, I'm surprised it's Fairy and not Water. There's a Judgment, and as I said, I am going to be able to get up my Rocks, as he's going to, as I'm going to go down to Poison. And now Solgaleo gets to come in. I don't have to predict anything, I just go for Sunsteel Strike. It's Choice Bandit, 2-hit KO is defensive of Veltal. It knocks out Arceus Fairy. Arceus Fairy is a huge threat to my Arceus Fairy is a huge threat to my Salamence, so I want it as weak as possible. Smart sack on my opponent's part, but that's great because getting rid of Zekrom early means I don't have to deal with that thing later. Beautiful. Groudon does come out as expected. And I can go right out to Arceus Water here. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I poisoned this Groudon, it would be on a timer. So that's why I don't agree with him making that play. Very solid double on my opponent's part, going out into his Arceus. But he's obviously just going to defog, which means that I can now bring in my Solgaleo on his Recover as well. Beautiful. Solgaleo here. I kind of want to get a couple of these plays right. I think Stone Edge is the best play. It hits Ho-Oh. It hits a Veltal. It breaks potentially a Veltal's Charty Berry. It also does. See, he's saying that, so I'm thinking he might stay in. Now I'm contemplating. I'm just gonna Stone Edge. I tank Judgments for days anyway. He has to acknowledge that he needs this for Salamence. So you shouldn't risk this Pokemon. Yeah, there's the Veltal. That does so much damage off of a crit, though. I'm not going to let him Sucker Punch me, so I'm going to go out to my Xerneas now. Beautiful. I want to make the play of predicting him to want to go out into either Groudon or Ho-Oh, so I'm going to double back out into my Solgaleo. He could just sack this, though. That's the problem. The Ho is so free here. I'm just going to Moonblast. Whatever. As he goes Gengar. This is going to take a ton. Yeah, that's going to take an absolute ton. And I'll just Moonblast again. Because we are Scarf. As he Parasong, Song, so he can't beat me 1v1 with this. Yeah, that doesn't beat me 1v1. The fact that he's Perish Trap too makes it easier for me. He could try and go for Double Protect. I think that's his best play, actually. Or going Hard Ho-Oh. Both of those are his best plays. Double Protect or Hard Ho-Oh. Is he going to go for the Double Protect, though? Interesting. We'll start see. Solgaleo, though, putting in the finest of work. Can't believe Bandit Stone Edge crit did 99%, though. That's crazy. That's a lot of damage, guys. So are you going to risk this Double Protect, buddy? He goes Yveltal. That's solid. I don't have to deal with that anymore, though, so Salamence can now Dragon Dance up if it wants to. Beautiful. Gengar is going to come out and has to go Protect. Alright. And I don't mind going down at all. I really don't. Now we got Salamence and we just Dragon Dance up. And that might be game. How much is Arceus Fairy at? Arceus Fairy is a little bit too healthy for that to be game, actually. But the important part is forcing Arceus Fairy in and getting off my Mega Evolution. If he fires off a Destiny Bond, I Dragon Dance up twice and I win 100%. There's a Parasong. Song. That does not matter. I'm going to Dragon Dance up again on his Protect. Actually, Double Edge is a smarter play. I'm getting a kill. If he opts to switch out, that is. This is annoying, man. Why what? What's he doing? Bail? What you doing, buddy? Why are you not freaking Protect? I should have killed him, but I thought he would have Destiny Bond as his last move. It's usually Parasong. Yeah. So we're going to Dragon Dance up again, expecting him to want to sack something. As he did last time. Actually, +1 Facade isn't killing anything, so I'm going to go for that. There's no way I killed Groudon. Yeah, there's no way I killed that. Beautiful. And that allows me to go right back out into my Arceus. Lovely. There's no way I killed Groudon, no way I killed Arceus Fairy, no way I killed anything except for Gengar. So, I'll take that. And I'll set up later. And if he wants to Brave Bird here, he'll take a ton of recoil. But I do expect him to sack his Gengar, if anything. I don't know. Oh, he's complimenting me. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see how Arceus Water does right now. And he doubles back on a Gengar. Smart play on my opponent's part. And I can just click Ice Beam here. Perish Trap Gengar putting in work when I have no hazards, man. Good lord. Thing is, now everything... Yeah, I don't mind that. I definitely don't mind that. I'll trade that every day of the week. Yeah, and all we gotta do is go out to Solgaleo. Actually, no. The best play is going out to Yveltal. Yveltal deals with the Groudon, excuse me. And it deals with Ho-Oh. And I need a little bit more damage off on Groudon in order to smack it with my... yeah, he had to go Groudon here because Solgaleo. I need a little bit more damage off on Groudon in order to smack it with my Solgaleo. So we'll go for Foul Play right now. As he switches out to Arceus Fairy. Once again, smart play on my opponent's part. As he pulls a beautiful double back out into Groudon. Very solid play on my opponent's part. Does Earthquake kill? This is 615 attack. Gotta check out this VGC damage calculator. Groudon, common physical showdown. What the hell is this? Okay, I'm assuming that's your set. 100. Solgaleo. 252. Adamant. Choice Band. Because the Earthquake kills, I'll go for it. I doubt it does, though. Hell no, does that kill? God. Yeah, right back out into this mon we go. As he Thunder Waves me and misses one more time. And all I gotta do is go for Foul Play. I can't believe Thunder Wave has missed so much. But yeah, all I gotta do is go for Foul Play. Once I get off that damage, I can essentially just win the game. I also just gotta go for Sunsteel Strike next time. Ho-Oh comes out. That is gonna take a ton. And we'll just Sucker Punch here just in case he's faster. As he goes out to Arceus Fairy, which I do not mind. I don't have to predict the Groudon at all. I'm going to go right out to Solgaleo. All I got to do is click Sunsteel Strike because I should knock out Ho-Oh at the range it's at. And it also puts Groudon in range of Earthquake. So hopefully if Salamence doesn't clean up, it's going to be my Solgaleo that cleans up the late game. You know there's a new Gengar set running around, Sub Hypnosis, that's been putting in a ton of work. I respect that set. He does stay in though. Beautiful. That does nothing. And all I got to do is click Sunsteel Strike. Because Ho-Oh will die. And Groudon will take a crap load. And if he lets this die, then Salamence wins. Or Yveltal. So Ho-Oh is going to die. Groudon takes the damage that I need for my Earthquake to knock him out. He opts to stay in. Beautiful. He thought I would predict the Ho-Oh or the Groudon. Solgaleo getting another victory for me. Let's go. Ho-Oh does come out. All I got to do is Sunsteel Strike and let him knock me out. As I end up getting a crit. Solgaleo says no. This is his domain. I don't even know if that mattered. I mean, if he was max HP, I'm assuming yes. Let's see. Oh my god, it does 36 to 43. That crit did not even matter. Good game, bro. That's crazy how much that does. I mean, he could be running defense, though. A little bit of defense anyway. But Sunsteel Strike does 36 to 43%. That's crazy. Thank you, friend. But I want to get the final kill with Solgaleo. So what I'm going to do is just go out into my Yveltal. As he Thunder Waves me, that's fine. Now I'll just Foul Play. I'll just Foul Play right here. Get that off, and then Earthquake kills him. So Rock Tomb isn't going to do crap because my Charlie Watch that. Look at that, 13 damage. And I'm actually just going to go hard into Solgaleo because he can't even Rock Tomb drop my stats because of my ability. He might Earthquake right here, though. I'll be sad if you don't Earthquake. Don't you dare Earthquake. I want to get the last kill with Solgaleo. Don't you dare Earthquake. I forgot the damage that I do. Woohoo. Nice. And my ability does not let my stats be dropped. And I can go right for the Earthquake of my own. And that'll be good game. So Solgaleo getting the final kill. That was definitely a great way to end the live. I hope you guys all enjoyed this live. Thank you everybody for watching. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and Twitch. The links are down below to stay up to date or for Wi-Fi battles and whatnot or when I stream. And goodbye, friends.